Diane, and I live in New Mexico at 7,000 feet above sea level. And when I moved here 15 years ago, I thought I knew how to garden, and I was humbled. So it took me about 3 years till I could really grow things from one year to the next. And this is the front of my house, the front garden. It was all just sloped dirt. So to conserve water and actually have things grow, I terraced it using pretty much what's available here in New Mexico, and finding out mostly through trial and error what grows and what doesn't. And this is called an arroyo, this area in front that's rocks. The rocks head down towards a bigger arroyo, so when it rains, the water goes through here. And what grows right here is sage. Side yard, my east side. It gets a lot of hot sun, and these grasses seem to love the hot sun. And I have 2 aspen. They like it better in the mountains than they do at 7,000 feet. But what really is the joy of Santa Fe is our pinon trees. I have 17 pinyons in my yard. And the worst part about pinyons is the sap gets on your hair or in your shoes. But it's wonderful and it smells great and it puts out a great nut. And because we have pinyons, we have pinyon jays, and they're really pretty blue birds. I have a lot of catnip in my yard, and I used to have a cat who slept in it. It grows great here. Daisies grow very well here. And lamb's ear, I thin every year because it grows so well here. I also have salvia that continually grows new babies. I planted 1 plant here, and now there are about 8. This is my backyard, and I have lilac bushes that are interesting because they kind of give me different colors. I have lilac bushes back here that have a smaller leaf, and they produce a lilac that's kind of violet. Then I have large leafed lilac bushes that are more lavender colored or lilac colored, as they say. Yarrow grows beautifully here, and this tree back here is called a Russian olive, and it produces a seed that the birds do eat. They like it. It's such a pretty color leaf that it's a nice change with the green. My lower patio in the backyard, as you can see, I've terraced this also because everything is sloped. I have this incredible apple tree that is bountiful and gives us these wonderful golden delicious, and a plum tree that is a wild plum. It produces green plums that I've made jelly with, and it was good. But this year I have a whole lot more. And then I have crab apple. Apple trees really do well in New Mexico, and apricot trees do. But this is a really special apricot tree. It's probably 30 years old, and it produces beautiful big apricots. I thank this lovely lady every year for what I get off of it. One year got 370 pounds off of her. This year we got 50, which was plenty to deal with.
Okay.
So this corner has a large pinon, and underneath it, I'm sure these grow here everywhere. This is yucca. And so I made it into a yucca bed. I framed it out, and so now we have yucca I didn't add any dirt. I think this is just years and years of pine needles. And this is what you get. Now, this is coming up under my large shading juniper tree. These are baby junipers, all of them. And this year again, I don't know. It's a good year for evergreens. And we even have a little baby cactus coming up. Here we are under my incredible apricot tree, and just enjoy.
Trying to get a picture of the trunk.
The other side of my house that leads to my very humble raised beds. These beautiful pines here have grown amazingly, and they are called ponderosa pines. I think we have
Keep going.
squash ready to pick.
And what kind of squash is this?
This is straight neck heirloom summer squash, yellow squash. They still have that stickery on them, but not much. Oh, this one's enormous. I think we'll have that for dinner.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pause
So it
it.
looks like it got a little rough. Are producing. They're not ready yet, and we have a very short growing season here. So I'm in the process of, I will have covers on these so that I will have a longer growing season. But I have 3 different kinds of tomatoes in here. They all seem to be doing well. My peppers, on the other hand, don't seem to like me. I have now tried 3 years to grow local chili pepper, and it's looking better than it did 4 days ago, but we'll see.
But you also have to explain your friend in your tomatoes, because that did get on the camera. And I am still talking.
Oh, okay. And this is my little friend, Ugo, who seems to keep the birds away, because I haven't had any problems in the 3 years I've done raised beds. No problems with birds. So thank you so much for going on my tour of my garden in the high desert of New Mexico. And if you're trying to be a gardener in the high desert, you know, nothing's easy ever, but it's worth it.